This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV Profit.
The Marigold Fine Art Gallery are pioneers in the import of Western art. So if you've been looking out for Warhols, Dalis and even Picassos, well, this is your chance to indulge. If you thought that exhibits of renowned Western artists are a rarity in India, then think again, because the Delhi-based Marigold Fine Art Company has begun to fill the gap. In their first exhibit in November of 30 established European artists, the gallery managed to clock in 90% sales, and that too amidst a slowdown. Keeping their strategy intact of being the pioneers in the import of Western art, Marigold believes that the Indian collector cannot be underestimated. Hence, they are in gear for their second exhibit, where you could choose from masters like Picasso and Dali to established contemporary names such as Andy Warhol, Stefan Cipre, Georg Doring, Serge Minjiski and Patrick Hughes, to name a few.
Picasso we got in before because it was such a big name, it is such a big name, and we are looking to bring him in the future. But right now we're focusing also on Dali as well as other young artists who are up and coming, such as Georg Doring. He's been a huge hit here. As you can see, it's a huge canvas. He's done prints and then he paints over it. This piece here is Armand, huge, well-renowned artist in France. He recently passed away. He works actually with violins, broken items, and as you can see, this is half a broken violin and half of it's normal. So it's beautiful, it's unique. Here is Serge Minjiski. He's a painter. He's got a lovely collage of photographies, strips of cut-out photography, which he's put on a collage to make it as it is. Then over here we've got Salvador Dali. As you know, we don't have to explain about him, he's just such a great sculpture. This is made out of bronze. We've got 3 pieces. They vary between 10 to 30 lakhs. We've had in 3 before, but they've been sold. And this one is just a magnificent piece. It's a centerpiece. Beautiful, fantastic. It's definitely something people would love to have in their homes.
Apart from being fresh and rare, what's making these works sell well in India are their accommodative sizes and competitive price tags, when most galleries keep a margin of around 33 to 40% for their commissions. Marigold is happy to go with a commission of 20%, making it possible for you to purchase these works within a price range of 1 to 35 lakh rupees. The Marigold Fine Art Gallery, which is currently located at the Claridge's Hotel in Delhi, is also all set to expand its exhibition space. While it has opened its second gallery in Delhi at Sundarnagar, you can expect the gallery space to open in Mumbai as well, and that too in the near future. In today's forum, we have a very special guest, the CEO of Marigold Fine Art Gallery, Gaurav Asamal. Welcome to the show, Gaurav. It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you very much.
Gaurav, you know, Marigold initially sort of brought in international brands, but what made you sort of foray into art?
When we launched Marigold Fine Art, I mean, the whole objective was to bring in European art and solely European art. When we put the business plan together and we decided to bring in these great works, we took the model on how Indian art was doing, and at that time Indian art was doing phenomenally well. There was such demand, it was so price driven, and we felt that there was definitely a niche and a gap in the market for works by Salvador Dali, Picasso. We decided to bring in European contemporary art, European masters, lithographs, prints, collages, sculptures, and being first movers in this business and being the only European art gallery here in India certainly does step the bar up for us to really push forward and to expand, which is what we will be looking to do over the next 1 year.
Okay. Do you think so far within the Indian art market, the Indian collector has been sort of underestimated in that context?
I certainly believe that the Indian collectors haven't been exposed enough to European art. I also believe that on the night of the exhibition, we have our price points, we try and stay between 5 lakhs and 30 lakhs. And the reason for that is because you can really get such good quality within that price range. You can get Dali sculptures, you can get Picasso lithographs, hand-signed lithographs. And I think what happened was on the night of the opening, Indian collectors came in here and didn't realize that for 30 lakhs or 20 lakhs, they can really get a phenomenal piece of art by a world-class artist.
How do you source your works? I mean, you mainly concentrate on European artists. So how do you go about sourcing your works and then putting a price on them?
Firstly, our pricing is very competitive to Europe. We don't want a client to feel that they're paying far over market value here in India than they would be in Europe. So it's very, very important for us. We source our works through Geneva, a gallery called Bel Air, and it's the owner of the gallery has 5-6 galleries throughout the world. They've been in the business 30 years. They're really, the experts in the business.
You've noticed or studied markets abroad, they're mature markets, and you must have studied the Indian art market as well. Now, a lot of people were in this dialogue that there was a flaw within the Indian art market, so as to say that the auction prices and the market prices were nearly at the same level. Do you think that there are a few sort of discrepancies where pricing is concerned within the Indian art market?
In my mind, the Indian art market, the problem was it was all price driven. It happened too quickly, it happened overnight, and there was so much demand for it, which meant that auction prices as well as prices in galleries remained very, very similar. European art, which is what we really concentrate on, is a very separate ballgame, regardless of market situation, regardless of economic crisis or not. We find and we have found that European art still increases very steadily.
If you can give me a percentage, how much of a difference is there between your market price and how much you sell the work for? How much of a...
I mean, we work on small margins. Indian art, usually you're looking at some Indian artists anywhere between 40 and 50% really. We work on smaller margins, we work around 20%. We have duties to pay. For us, we want to be very competitive. And when I say competitive, I speak in terms of our pricing in Europe. Okay. Because we are a new gallery, we need to build a client base, we need to build a reputation. And for us, we don't mind working on small margins.
Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you. Thanks.
This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV Profit.